So I thought I would do a video on a profit making. I know I said I probably wouldn't be doing another update video till 10 am, but things happen and just want to share. So um, my friend Gerald was needing Homestuck horns for NCM, but to buy them online they were quite pricey and he couldn't guarantee they would make it in time. So I offered to try and make some, but I've never actually seen red Homestuck. Um, so I've had to like contact all um her fans of it and ask them like, no, is this right? Is this right? Whenever I couldn't get a hold of Gerald. Um, but yeah, I thought I would kind of explain my method so far and kind of show the progress. So what I did was I got tinfoil and I rolled it up into a shape and then I molded it into the shape of the horn, and it's Capricorn is the one I was supposed to be making, and I just kind of squeezed one end of it to make it smaller, make it pointed, and then I wrapped it in paper mache. Now this is 2 layers. Um, it's still got this really crinkly tinfoil shape, like all the different crinkles in it, and you can still see in some places where the tinfoil is showing, like here. I've done this one a little bit differently than I did the first one because there was so many areas of tinfoil that I'd shown through because I kind of ripped the paper. I did a second layer of paper mache, just normal, flatten it down, following the creases. Whereas when I made the first horn, well, I'm still in the process of making it, what I did was after the first layer had dried, I bunched up little pieces and I used that to fill in the dents to try and smooth it off, which you can see here, which is a lot smoother. The shape is a lot more defined compared to this, which I always hold it upside down. Yeah, this was also quite thin. It's quite scraggly looking, whereas this one is a lot more rounded. I do need to work on making this a bit more pointed. But what I've been doing is when I get to the top, I have the tissue go a little bit past the tinfoil because then it's I can really make it as thin as I'd like, where so it's not I'm not limited to the dimensions of the tinfoil. I mean, obviously tinfoil is thin as well, but there's a lot of it under there, so it will only go so thin. But yeah, it's just a matter of making it a little bit damp and then pointing it out. So I was doing a makeup test, nail varnish test last night. That's why I've got one nail painted. But yeah, I'm kind of really happy with how this is going. Once I'm happy with the shape, I'm going to get an Alice band, and I'll need gel here to do that. He's supposed to be coming over tomorrow. If these are drying time, and we can paint them, but I need to attach these to the base of the headband first. But what I'm thinking is I'll make a loop for the headband to go through, but it's a small one, so that when I super glue it to the headband, even if the super glue was to come off, it wouldn't immediately just drop to the floor, it would still be attached to it. It's not a great attachment, but it's just something. And you can play around with what angle it's going to go at, because I don't know if he wants it here or there or whatever. So once we have that angle, I can cut this bit to fit, because obviously right now it's too flat, it would just sit like that. Wherever I put it, it won't have that shape. I think it's in that direction. So if he wants a bit more angle, like he wants it here, I can cut that to fit. But yeah, I'm going to paint it with acrylic. We do have some varnish in the house, but I don't know whether that would help. Or maybe some hairspray, just to try and seal it in. And I don't know if I'll be allowed to use the varnish. We're currently using it on the door in the bathroom, so I'm not sure. what I'll do in terms of protecting this from Scottish weather. Yeah, but I really think the difference is really surprising. I didn't realise how much difference it was making till I phoned gels up. I do realise that there's a slightly different angle going on between the two horns. If I match them up space-wise, there is a little bit difference, but I can fix that, or I can leave it as is, depending on how gels wants it. But yeah, this is second pair of matching product. I'm still working on the Jack Frost staff, but I don't have the deadline of NCM anymore, which is great. I mean, I can take my time and I can make sure it's really completely straight, because it has been over time with me having it drying upright with no support. It's just kind of leaning over where the weight will take it. So I mean, I do have the time to really fix that and reinforce it and make it a lot sturdier. Again, it's good. Hopefully getting paints won't be so difficult. I was going to initially just spray paint it, but the spray paint's quite expensive and it would be using like 3 different colours, so I'm not sure what products I'll be using at this point now. So yeah, that's where I am so far with the horns. I've been trying to dry them with a hairdryer, but it's not really done much. I was hoping that by putting the hairdryer onto the tinfoil that it would send the heat through and it would help dry it internally, but I don't think there's enough heat going into it to do that. I'm considering I think maybe putting an oven might work, but then I'm also thinking it might blow something up. So other alternative would be to have it out in the garden, because it's a really nice sunny day today, so that might help. But yeah, I'm happy with how these are going. I will possibly do an update tomorrow when if they're done and I'm able to get them painted, and yeah, so I will possibly see you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, let me know, and if you watch this, can you like leave a like or something, because I know it says people watch it, but I don't actually know if there's anyone that I'm sending to on Facebook or watching it. I'm just curious, just as personal interest. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, maybe. Bye.